All right, guys, I am back and we're going to start on the cover. And I've just done the basic soft cover that we've done quite a bit. I haven't sewed anything yet or anything like that. But basically I use a, what are they, like a 9 by 12 envelope. And I avocado dyed this one so that if you see it through there, it is pink. And then I just have a basic printed word fabric on the back, and I'll have to double check before we glue it down that it is actually in fact right side up, which it seems to be now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull it back and we're going to do just a tiny bit of fabric tack on this one, just so you can see. I'm not going to glue it all the way down because I'm going to sew on here. And I got this fabric originally from Hobby Lobby. And the last time I was in, like a month or two ago, they still had it. So, and I generally only buy half a yard at a time. If it's one I think I'll use a lot, then I'll get like a full yard. But that's kind of the beauty of being able to buy it in that in that way, I guess. So then I just get it kind of set where I think it might, or it should be, where I think it should be. And actually I've already messed up, and I'll have to, I'm going to do it on the inside one then. Getting your fabric kind of worked around and this stuff can be kind of tricky, especially when you're kind of doing the ripped cover, like the ripped fabric style. Okay, so for this side, so this side up, I'm going to kind of go in here and just put a small bead right here, because I'm going to go ahead and put the closure on the inside this time. So, and normally I do a little tiny crease in there, but I'm just so excited to get this cover started today that I'm kind of going out of my norm. So we're going to kind of guess, and if we have to trim down a little bit later, that's what we'll do. If they're not quite even once we get it out of there. Okay, sorry, I went into silent movie mode there for a minute, but I was really focusing. Okay, so now that we kind of have everything tacked down, now let's start on the front. And I've wanted to make one similar to this for a long time. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to use some of the vintage lace, and I'm going to use all light lace so that you can see it through Like you can see the fabric through there. But I don't have quite enough of this one, I don't think, to do kind of what I want to do with it. So I think I'm going to have to use one of the other vintage laces that I have. Not going to look pretty. I saw Gail do this a while ago. And I wanted to make one so bad, but I didn't quite have the entire thing mapped out in my head, if you will. Okay. So, and I probably should have deconstructed this off camera, but at any rate, you'll kind of get to see how it looks deconstructed too. Because I still want to, but I didn't realize I was going to need my glasses. Trying to film this really quick so that I can go finish up a couple of those areas in the back like I was telling you I was working on. Maybe kind of doing that will help get it off quicker. I don't know. So I want to make it not gathered anymore is where I'm going with it. And I think if I do too much of that, I'm going to end up being really sorry. All right, this is nonsense. I'm just going to end up cutting it off. And I'm going to hope that for the best. Normally I can get it off there, but also normally I have my reading glasses on as well, so. I think it'll still be okay. I might have to clean it up a little bit afterwards, but. So anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. No, I think that'll still be okay. I'm going to be sad to kind of see this lace go, because I've been looking at it for 2 years waiting for the perfect project for it. And I do believe we have the perfect project here. I mean, they really don't make lace like they used to, you know? No, sir, they do not. So anyhow, Yep, just like that. Oh my goodness. I love it. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of pull half of these aside for a second. And we're just gonna put random kind of glue down. And we're not gonna go too deep with the glue or too thick, just a tacking layer. Just enough for it to grab. It's very tempting to put a bunch of pearls on this too. Ooh, goodness gracious. Let's make sure I got the right side. There we go. Now, let's turn it. Do the same thing, kind of pull up this side. Oops. All right, I believe that we are tacked down enough. For me to let that dry and to go sew it. Okay. All right, kids, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got it all sewed. And so, yeah, that's kind of what it looks like sewed. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it in its halvesy thing here. And then we will finish out the cover, and I'm making it kind of, I don't want to say anticlimactic to some that I've done, but kind of. I'm just going to tie that there. Oh, maybe I will go ahead and just put the bow in there. That way, it stays closed for us. Okay, so I'm going to be using this stamp here of Lorna's on the cover. But I'm going to take one of the papers, and we're going to stamp on that one. Grab. I'm hoping that it's a bigger stamp, so I don't know if doing it this way is going to work better. But we will soon find out, won't we? I don't even know if this is going to be dark enough for what I'm wanting. I debated whether to do, oops, shoot. Okay, whew, it didn't double stamp. I was like, oh no! So I know I told you guys a little bit ago that I was house sitting, but I've been coming back every day to check on things here, and the kids have been keeping everybody kind of fed and watered. But I was out there with the ducks this morning, and I don't even know if I told you guys the other day that I had we put this net on the top of it, which has helped a lot. And I can't remember if I told you about the when we went into one of our local feed stores, they were literally trying to get rid of their stock of chickens. And so I bought for like, I think I paid gosh, if Gracie was here, she'd be able to tell us. But anyways, I think I got like a dozen chickens for the price of 2, like regular ones. So, I mean, it was a really great deal. However, one of the cats, well, I should say 2 of our regular cats, and those of you that have been with me for a while know that we have indoor, outdoor, mostly indoor, but they are allowed outside because they're supposed to mice, right? Well, the cats got into the thing, and I was like, while I was out there like putting more water in the ducks thing and all that jazz, and I saw one sneaking up on one of the baby chicks, and they're not little anymore. They're pretty good size. They're about like that big now. And I was like, how did you get in there? And he spotted me, and I was like, you better get out of here. And he took off running. Well, it was a good thing that that happened, because now I was able to see like where they were getting in at. And so I fixed the hole. So, I mean, it was good because I couldn't see anything in the fence. And so it was really, really neat to see that. Okay, so I'm wondering if we should put a little bit of something underneath that. To give it a little bit of woomph. Woomph, oomph. Let's just see what we get with it and see if we like it. Because I think it kind of goes along with what we're doing. Just up underneath there. I haven't messed with eyelash lace in a while. Look like Christmas probably. I think we'll go ahead and test it. What do you think? Now, this stuff is kind of awkward to put on a project. Not gonna lie, I have done my fair share of struggling with it. So I usually kind of fan it out like I was just doing, kind of pull it like that. And then I only do one side at a time, because if you get going too fast, do too much glue, then it doesn't line up as well. I kind of try to position it out a little bit. Sorry, I'll probably be a little quiet doing this. Oh, so I told you either in Friday's video or maybe earlier in this video that the kids and I went to the movies for the 4th. And we went and saw the movie Inside Out 2. Holy cow, guys, that if that doesn't explain a whole lot about people and the things that we all face, I don't know what will. It was a pretty fun little movie all on its own, and then coupled with the fact that it's like absolutely true for a teenager. It was I really appreciated that movie. So it gets a raving endorsement from me, and I've never actually seen the first one. The kids thought that I had, and no, I haven't, because it came out when they were already teens, and so there for a while they, mom wasn't cool to hang out with, I guess. You know what I mean? I mean, not that they didn't like me or whatever, but just that it wasn't really cool to hang with your mom at that point. And so, and then in Grace and I's movie era together, we have not watched that one. We've watched other movies, but not that one. So yep, I think that puts just the right amount of oomph on the edge of that. Okay. Yeah, without kind of overshadowing what we're trying to accomplish here. All right, so that is that for this portion of the cover. Now the next stage is going to be putting the signature in, which I don't have the signature ready, but I will. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining me on this video, and we'll just see you in the next one. Bye, guys.